Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, we're on the Roblox homepage. That's because we're going to be marking down what I think are the top 10 games on Roblox, at least from the ones that I've played. Not in any particular order, and some are going to be different entire categories to others, so I couldn't possibly really give these a fair 10 is the worst, 1 is the best. So these are all in no particular order. Different games, different categories, so you should just try them all, or at least the ones that you have an interest in. So yeah, without further ado, I'll start at number 1, and that is Anime Hero Simulator. This game is really cool. It gets like 2 updates a week. One on Wednesday, one on Friday, usually. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good game, and it's still getting regularly updated. Nice game. Really nice game. So let's actually jump into it. Okay, I've finally gotten OBS to actually work with this game. Oh my god, I'm number 69 in X hatched. That's pretty cool. So pretty much it's the same every area. So I'm just in the best area. You can see there's someone over there farming a boss. But you get these pods and you can open these. Don't ask why my characters look like that. What the hell? I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, you can open pods. You can get better companions. I've got all secret ones. But yeah, it's a pretty fun game. It looks less fun while I'm just walking around pretty much doing nothing. But yeah, it's a good AFK game. It's also a good game if you like games that get lots of updates and, you know, raids happen, comets drop that you can get more shards from. You can see these are my shards. You can use those shards to make your things shiny. And they also just added in a golden option. So you can see I've got like this shiny golden sword. That's because if you make a sword shiny and you make 5 swords shiny, you can then craft them into a gold sword. And you see this does a lot of damage. It does 1 billion damage, actually. It's actually doing 5 because of the 5 times damage event that's on right now. So yeah, very fun game. If this is your sort of thing, if you like anime, if you like swords, if you like anything along those sort of lines, you'll enjoy it. You don't have to be a massive anime fan to enjoy this game. Honestly, it's just kind of fun to grind. So, yeah. On to game number 2. Okay, so for game number 2, I have chosen Slime Tower Tycoon. Slime Tower Tycoon is a very fun game. It's actually got an update yesterday, apparently. It gave us quite a lot of new things. A lot of this wasn't actually here a few days ago. So, there's a lot to do on this game, basically. You basically grind out all these slimes. It's a tower game. If you know what a tower game is, you probably know what this game is. But if you don't know what this game is, it's pretty awesome. So you buy slimes, and you get different ones. There's a whole bunch of them. You can see on this list. There's like a ton of different slimes you can get. You start with these green ones. They turn blue, then they turn orange, and yeah. Eventually, once you get very OP, you'll end up with slimes like what I have, which are pretty awesome slimes, not gonna lie. So I usually just buy 100 in one go. It's best value for money. Then you run around here and merge them. It's another sort of AFK game, but it's not that AFK when you first start. You can actually actively do stuff, and it's only as AFK as it is for me because I got the game passes which make it AFK, which I would recommend doing eventually. But yeah, you don't need to buy game passes for any of these games, I wouldn't say. Maybe Anime Hero Simulator was probably one that needed it more. But you can see this game, it actually has an obby. This is a very new feature. It was just introduced a few days ago. And now what it actually lets you do, which is, it's very free to play friendly actually. It lets you complete the obby, and you'll see this guy, they're still updating it. There's more to come. I believe they've got like a big Halloween themed update on the way. And yeah, you can walk in here and you can see I've got 1.5 times coins for about a minute. And you can repeat that as many times as you want. There's no timer on that. So you can just basically have infinite 1.5 times coins. And you can also have 1.5 times droplets, which pretty much means triple money. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah, it's a very simple game, but it's a very good game. And I think a lot of people will enjoy this. I think most people would enjoy this. So without further ado, we'll head over to the next one. Now for the next game, I have put in Arsenal. Now, I've done a few videos on Arsenal before, so if there's any OG players watching this right now, you probably know what Arsenal is. Did I say players? OG viewers. then you'll probably know what Arsenal is. It's a shooting game. It's an FPS, first-person shooter game. Very fun, very very sweaty if you want it to be, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think again this is a game that most people would enjoy. Maybe not everyone would enjoy this, but I think most people could find enjoyment in Arsenal. They have a rotating shop that you can buy things in every single day. They have cases that you can open. I'm going to open a melee case. See if we can get a new melee weapon. We got an energy guitar, which is actually pretty cool looking. We'll put it on. Put that on. Why not? There you go. So it's usually, you know, like blue versus red. Most people vote 2 teams, but there's a lot of modes on this. There's different like game modes. There's different team numbers that you can get, and yeah, overall it's a very good game. I recommend using Roblox FPS Unlocker for this game. I'm not using it right now, but if you do, and you have a computer that's powerful enough to push past 60 FPS, which most people should, I think, then it's definitely worth using that because you'll just have your game will look smoother. It'll be better. But yeah, it's a very fun game. The fundamentals of this, not including like the special extra game modes, it's gun game from like Call of Duty, or a lot of games have like ripped it off, but for me it's Call of Duty where I have the most memories of this style of gameplay. You shoot someone, they go down, and then you get a new weapon, and that repeats, and you get different maps to play on, a whole ton of different weapons. There's a toilet paper launcher. My god, I can't get my words out today. Yeah, there's a toilet paper launcher. There's like normal guns that are pretty cool. There's a bunch, right? There is a bunch. There's silly, there's wacky, and then there's serious and actual like real things. So without further ado, we'll move on to the next game. And our next game is, it's actually a few games. It's a group of obbies made by someone called PlatinumFalls. If you look in PlatinumFalls in people, and then you go to creations, you will find a bunch of obbies. And some of the, like, they're not perfect. The hitboxes on like things you can die on, buttons are a little bit buggy. Overall though, these are some of the best obbies I've played. I would recommend Escape the Bowling Alley. I'd recommend Grumpy Grand Scary Obby. I did a video on that not long ago. And pretty much all of these, to be honest. I've not played them all, but from the ones I've played, they are pretty good. Well, I think what I like about these obbies is that they are a little bit more creative than typically what you would find in obbies. They tend to have a little more going for them. Like there's a little checkpoint flag there that you just saw. There's these little coins you can go around and pick up. There's secret tokens. There's, for some reason, a bat weapon. There's a secret. Let's try and grab that. Come on, let me in. There we go. There's a second secret token. All right. So yeah, there's plenty of like they all have a different feel. They have some pretty good obbies. So I would recommend these. I would absolutely recommend these. Top 10 in my list, without a doubt. Next up, we have LootQuest. LootQuest is a really cool game. Now we're on the game. Yeah, I've made it to the last zone, so there's not actually anything new really for me to show you. LootQuest, it puts you in a little world, and it's kind of a lot like Anime Hero Simulator. It's just a bit of a different theme. I've obviously made it to the last area, so I'll show you the last area. You get little pets that you can put on that follow you around, and they do their own separate amount of damage, and they level up as you play, and they get stronger and stronger and stronger. And you'll just find these little things stood around that you can go and kill. So I can go and kill this fairy. There's all sorts you can do, like run around and kill. So I can go kill these fairies. Bang, 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 bang. Just walking near them actually kills them, which is quite nice. There we go. And then you'll get swords when you kill things. You can turn those swords into like upgraded versions of the same sword. You can make them better. You can do all that good stuff. That's LootQuest. And here we are in Block Tycoon, which is the next game on our list. Block Tycoon is a pretty cool game which takes a Minecraft theme and turns it into a Tycoon game. Now, I've got a system set up already, which is selling stairs. And yeah, pretty much what this is, I've played games that I can relate this to and I could reference, but they're not on Roblox, and it's pretty niche these sort of games, but I love these. What it is, so you have a shop, and in your shop you can buy all these different types of farms. You can buy all these different upgrading blocks, all these different conveyors, different pickaxes that will break things faster, trees, pretty much everything can be farmed and it can be done in a more efficient way. And yeah, that's pretty much the point of it. It's a Tycoon game that actually gets you thinking a little more than your average Tycoon game. It takes a little more thought. You don't just press buttons, you actually have to construct things in the right way. And we have our next game. This game is called Bloxymon. It's a Pokemon inspired game for Roblox. You go around, you do quests for people, you capture different Bloxymon, and that's it. That's the game. If you like Pokemon, you will like this. If you are interested in any way in Pokemon, you will probably also like this. Good game. You can worship to the little towers, and then they give you free rewards. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You can go into like fights with things, obviously. This is actually a very high level Barino. But yeah, it's good fun. Heal my poor little Bloxymon. There we go. On to the next one. All right, so hopefully this doesn't bug out again, but here we are. We are in Starving Artists. It's a game where you can paint stuff and people can choose to buy those things if they so wish. You can see I've done one. I have this nice little dinosaur that I did. I think it's quite cool, and yeah, it's pretty nice. People can come and they can buy stuff if they want. This person, you can see they've clearly hand painted them. I love this one. That's awesome. There's an Among Us. That's pretty funny. I'll paint some Halloween arts. Soon Halloween. Yeah, you get a bunch of people who have done some pretty cool artwork, and obviously you can do your own, which is awesome as well. Here we are with Tropical Resort Tycoon. Now I've pretty much finished this in terms of like new stuff anyway, I think, unless they've added more since I last played it. I'm not entirely sure that they have though. Yeah, this game, there's a lot to buy in this game. It's had a lot of updates. It gets a lot of updates pretty consistently. There's a dirt path there that I can apparently buy that I didn't know about. There's like an entire different sort of penthouse resort-y type thing over here. I've already fully finished this, I believe. But there's a lot to do. It is a really good, well-made Tycoon. It's probably like up there with one of the best Tycoons, like in terms of actual like quantity of content. This one keeps you going for quite a while. I think it'd be nice if this had like a rebirth system or something. Just something to keep you playing, because once you played it once, you don't really have an awful lot left to do. I guess that's why they would keep updating it. I've not really found much of new stuff. I found a dirt path, obviously, so maybe that leads to a new area or something, but who knows. I'm seeing little red buttons around, so I've clearly not got everything. A four-wheeler, which I don't believe was there before. We do, however, have a pickup truck, which is pretty cool. And it's now stock. Okay, I'm back. I've had lunch. I screwed up the recording twice, so we're finally back to show you Project Zombies. Project Lazarus. Zombies, sorry. We've got to spectate. So, what this game is, if you've ever played Call of Duty Zombies, which I assume most of you have. But if you've not, don't mind me, I'm just shutting the door. I'll explain it to you. Project Lazarus Zombies, or Call of Duty Zombies, depending on whichever you're familiar with. Probably not this one. It's a... Oh my god, I need to turn the sound down. I can't hear myself think. Okay, it's pretty much a game. You start off with these... You see these weapons on the wall. You can buy those. Some of them do more damage. Some of them are better than others. There's a whole bunch of different weapons for you to choose from. There's a whole bunch of stuff, right? And I can't really show you this properly. But you see this guy has like a red laser weapon? That's a ray gun that he has pack-a-punched. This is an awful lobby, and I can't do anything in it, so I'm going to find a new one. Well, anyway, yeah, you get the idea. This guy's opening a mystery box. He's getting a weapon. He's going to then probably not pick that up by the looks of things. He's got his little ray gun. Someone over here is doing something. This guy, he's shooting zombies. He's having a blast. It's a fun game, and it's very beginner friendly. I actually prefer this to normal COD Zombies, to be honest. And our last game is Mega Fun Obby. Now, this game isn't all that special. It's just an obby that is incredibly, incredibly long. 2,735 stages. What? And the reason that this is even on my list is because this is the biggest obby that I think exists. And it keeps you entertained for a very, 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 very long time. Now, this you're probably thinking doesn't seem that long, right? This can't be 2,000 something stages. Well, when you get up here, you see up there, there should be a little teleporter somewhere, and it'll teleport you to a new zone full of even more levels to do. That's going to be Mega Fun Obby. There's not really too much else to say about it. Peace.